this particular moment, though, we take a little time out on Wednesdays for Ask the Lawyer with Bruce L. Scheiner. Maybe today's the day your question gets answered. We can certainly hope anyway. And if you'd like to submit a question for future consideration, we'll tell you how to go about that as well. Would you please help me welcome Bruce L. Scheiner, attorney for the injured at Kicks Country 92.9. Bruce, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Todd. How you doing this beautiful morning?
Absolutely fine. And how are you doing?
We're doing great, thank you.
Everybody's still healthy around the office and at home?
Everybody's doing well.
You have to take that in consideration these days. You know, the next wave of COVID, who knows when that's going to hit? You got monkeypox you're talking about and everything. So you always ask, is everybody well? And if the answer comes back yes, that's extremely good news. Not everybody is reporting good news today, however. We have an email with a very tragic set of circumstances. I know you're the go-to guy on something like this, though. Are you ready for me to read it to you?
I'm ready.
Here we go. This is what the email says today. My uncle, who lives in Ohio, was visiting friends on Melbourne Beach when he was struck and killed while riding his bike by a man driving a truck. Police investigated the accident and arrested a man who told the police he was going to a pool cleaning job that he got notified about on the company-provided phone. He was arrested and was charged with leaving the scene of a crash involving death. He's being held in the Brevard County Jail on a $15,000 bond. My aunt and cousins are devastated. The driver's insurance company offers the insurance maximum of his policy, which is only $15,000. The pool company said he was not an employee, but a contract labor person. Could you ask your lawyer if there's anything else a lawyer could do? $15,000 is not nearly sufficient for this kind of devastation, in my humble opinion. But what do you make of this?
Well, it looks to me like a classic case where the company and insurance company are trying to avoid their responsibility.
They're pointing fingers at each other.
They're pointing fingers at each other, but I think the key to this case is that the pool company provided him with a company phone, number one, and the pool company directed where he went and when he went there.
I see.
So my assessment is that he is an employee of the pool company, and the pool company's insurance would be responsible for taking care of this tragic case.
Okay. I saw this where they offered $15,000 and a man was killed, and I saw red. I wouldn't think that even an insurance company would think they could get away with something like that.
Well, there are two insurance companies here.
That's true.
$15,000 is from the personal insurance of the driver.
Okay.
We want the company, the pool company's insurance company, to step up to the plate and provide restitution for this horrific accident.
Right. That sounds really complicated. Dealing with one insurance company is hard enough. Dealing with two, and each one trying to deflect responsibility to the other one, that's not territory that a layperson should wander into.
No, they should immediately contact an experienced personal injury lawyer.
And there's a lot on the line here, too, as far as the loss of life, because I know we've talked about in the past when somebody loses a spouse, for example, they're entitled to compensation for all of the time they would have spent with that person, and I think the word is consortium, that kind of thing.
Right. I don't think there's any worse loss than, losing your spouse. So, it's a very, very substantial claim, and the insurance company and the pool company need to step up to the plate.
Sure.
And provide adequate restitution to this poor family.
But it'll be an uphill struggle at a point in which the family is already grieving. That is not the time to take on a fight like this. You need a professional.
Absolutely.
All right, Bruce. Well, we often call you the biker's lawyer, and that, of course, we are talking about motorcycles, but when it comes to even a bicycle, the biker's lawyer would come through on something like this. This is something you have dealt with before, is what I'm saying.
Oh, we've handled many of them, and we have many pending cases with tragic bicycle accidents.
I see. And sadly, that is a very big problem in Florida. All right,
it
Bruce.
is a very big problem in Florida.
Well, thank you so much for helping us kind of sort through this complicated scenario, and hopefully they'll reach out, get a professional on their side, start making some progress. In the meantime, I hope everybody stays well, and I look forward to talking to you next week. I
look forward to it too, Todd. I hope you're well and have a great week.
Thanks much. Take care now. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up again for Bruce L. Scheiner, attorney for the injured. Now, if you have a question you'd like to submit, something about the law perhaps that's always perplexed you, you're welcome to submit a question at our website. Just go there and put the keyword Bruce in the search box. If you have a problem along these lines, I wouldn't wait, though. I would call right away. Call the Port Charlotte office of Associates and Bruce L. Scheiner at 941-743-7777. 941-743-7777. And tell them that Todd Matthews sent you from Kicks Country 92.9.